Assalamualaikum. Hi everyone. Today we want to share with you about one of the sources that can lead to the global warming. Did you know, beside the Industrial Revolution, fossil fuel production and wetland, domestic livestock atau in Malay we call as a ternakan, haiwan ternakan, such as the cattle, swine, sheep, goats, also can have a big effect on the climate by produce methane as their normal digestive process. Methane mainly produced by enteric fermentation, and also when animal manure is stored or managed in the lagoons or holding tanks. Because humans raise these animals for food and other products, their emissions are considered as human-related. Methane is one of the most egregious of greenhouse gases, about 28 times more powerful than carbon dioxide at warming the earth on a 100-year time scale, and more than 80 times more powerful over 20 years. The effects are not just hypothetical. Since the Industrial Revolution, methane concentration in the atmosphere have more than doubled, and about 20% of the warming the planet has experienced can be attributed to the gas. After this, we will discuss more detail about how actually methane are produced in the livestock and how actually it can affect on the global warming.
I would like to tell you about eccentric fermentation. If you've been wondering why did I talk about eccentric fermentation, it is because 2.8 gigatons of methane is produced from eccentric fermentation, and it is the second largest source of emissions. Well, what is eccentric fermentation? It is a natural part of the digestive process of ruminant where bacteria, protozoa, and fungi contained in the first stomach of the animal, which is called rumen. Well, it will ferment and break down the plant biomass eaten by the animals. The gases waste product of eccentric fermentation, which is carbon dioxide and methane, are mainly removed from the rumen by rejections. Well, decreasing methane emission from the ruminants is one of the pressing challenges. Strategy for reducing this source of emissions focus on improving the efficiency of the rumen fermentation and increase animal productivity. By adding fats or fatty acid to the diets of the ruminant can decrease the eccentric methane emission by both decreasing the proportion of energy supply from the fermentable carbohydrate and changes in the microbial population of the rumen. Next, I'll talk about manual storage. Did you know 10% of the total methane emissions came from manual storage? Well, manure acts as an emission source for both methane and nitrous oxide, and the quantity emits is linked to the environment condition, type of management, and composition of manure. How did this happen? Well, under anaerobic condition, the organic matter is partially decomposed by bacteria producing methane and carbon dioxide. Well, storage or treatment of the liquid manure, which is slurry, in a lagoon or tank promotes an anaerobic environment which led to an increase in methane production. So, to reduce the amount of methane in the manure storage, we can reduce the storage temperature, which will help to drop these emissions by 30 to 50%.
Now, I'm going to explain how methane at the atmosphere affect the environment. Methane overall is a good source of green energy, as it comes from the non-fossil source that help us in reducing the dependency to the non-renewable energy like coal and petroleum. However, methane that is released into the atmosphere before it is burned is harmful to the environment. Why? This is because methane has the ability to trap heat that can contribute to the climate change. Although the lifespan of methane is shorter compared to the other greenhouse gases, methane has higher efficiency in trapping heat compared to the other greenhouse gases, which means adding a little bit more percent of methane in the atmosphere can change on how fast and how much the planet warms. Methane is about 28 times more powerful than carbon dioxide at warming the Earth on a 100 years time scale and more than 80 times more powerful over 20 years. Since the Industrial Revolution, methane concentration in the atmosphere have more than doubled, and about 20% of the warming the planet has experienced can be attributed to the gas. Some scientists think that a massive warming event that occurred about 55 million years ago may have been kicked off by destabilized hydrate, causing the methane to percolate up from the seafloor into the atmosphere, flooding it with the heat-trapping gas and forcing the planet to warm up drastically and quickly. In the modern atmosphere, methane concentration have risen more than 150% since 1750. It is not clear whether the rise will continue or at what rate, but the IPCC warns that keeping the methane emission in check is necessary in order to keep the planet from warming further.
For the conclusion, we as humans cannot live without the livestock because it is our food source. But with the advanced technology nowadays, there are several studies that has been conducted to reduce methane production. Firstly, in the Texas, they give the cows probiotics in their feed water, which has led to 50% reduction methane emission. In California, the feeding cows a mixture of dark seaweeds and molasses has shown promising results. While in Spain, they're giving them small amount of the chemical compound in onion has done the same. In India, a national program is optimize cows' diet to reduce methane emission and help them to produce more milk. And for some of the farmers are investing in a methane digester system to capture the methane that build up in the many tanks, so it can be used to fuel their operations or be sold to the power companies. So now you know the livestock can contribute to the global warming by the release the methane gases. That's all from us. Thank you.